I pedaled hard up the hill, going through every gear on the bicycle, until finally the uphill grade said walk. When I reached the crest, I looked around to view the countryside. The colors of fall graced the sides of the mountains I crossed earlier in the morning, in greens, golds, yellow, orange, and shades of red. I turned off the pavement onto a farmer's dirt track along a spent cornfield. I pedaled down the path to see where it led. I went up a small hill past the rows of dried corn stalks, past a little pond to a lush meadow, a pasture for the cows off in the distance. I stopped along the trail overlooking a draw bottom underneath a single ancient oak. I heard neither the sound of truck engines nor the squeals of car tires on the road off in the distance, nor did I feel the pain in my leg muscles. Below me and beyond the shadow of the oak lay a garden with a variety of vegetables: tomato, pumpkins, and squash, lettuce, carrots, beans and cauliflower in neat weedless rows separated by recently tilled dry dirt. I rested my bicycle against a tree, dropped my backpack, opening it for a bottle of water. I sat down on the edge of the garden with my back against a mammoth gray squash, warmed from basking in the sun. The tomatoes were ripe, and I picked and ate one. Grasshoppers popped from nowhere, flying short distances and disappeared into the grass. Up on the height, I watched the oak leaves dance to the tune of the breeze singing, and the dried corn leaves clap like an audience in appreciation for the performance. The earth was warm under me, and warm when I ran my hands into it, grasping a handful, then I crumpled it into dust. White clouds lightly salted the powder blue afternoon sky. I interlocked my fingers behind my head and stretched my back over the squash, taking it all in. I looked over the expansive garden to the grass, the corn, the sky, savoring the blend, the realness, the beauty, the majesty. I kept motionless, took a deep breath, wishing my lungs could absorb my surroundings, cherishing this moment in time, and placed it in my mind's scrapbook. Perhaps this is what it is all about, to be something soaking in the sun's warmth, to be part of something greater, to travel roads never traveled before, to see what was once unseeable, to think deeper thoughts. Riding a bicycle and walking 570 miles over hills and mountains a few feet from massive trucks and speeding automobiles seems crazy. After battling the lies of politics, the deceptions of the amoral, the corruption of minds filled with day-to-day chores, at that moment, in a farmer's field in Pennsylvania, I found solace knowing I was part of something bigger than myself. What I was doing was proper, had goodness, had righteousness. I left that part of the world filled with hope, content with a refreshed spirit and renewed strength, completely comfortable with a quiet determination to continue the quest. I am approximately 100 miles from my destination. I will ride into the seat of government, quietly pedaling as the government workers continue their day, weave and fight the traffic to Arlington to pay my respects. To the World War II and Korean War Memorial, and those that fought in the valiant struggles. My final tribute will be to my fellow brothers and sisters who fought in Vietnam. I have friends whose names are inscribed there. I will thank them all for the moment in the farmer's field, my wife, my family and friends, and hope at least in their eyes I did the right thing. I will leave my cap and calling card too, but most of all, I will leave my heart. But most of all, I will leave my heart.